At Proximity, we're part of the BBDO network, and the mantra for any agency in the BBDO network is the work, the work, the work. It's very simple, but it focuses you on that's what working in a BBDO agency is all about, creating great, compelling work.
The thing about Orange was that they wanted to tell their story in a very succinct, very immediate way. They only wanted us to use a single line treatment. But if you bring it to life through a clever visualisation that makes the penny drop, literally in some cases with our animation, you're really doing a good job.
The work, first on, was needed updating. It was starting to look a little bit the same. It's all going down an illustration route, and we felt like we could bring it to life.
So the idea was to give the whole club a real identity.
The brief was to launch the new Golf 7. The proposition we had to work to was discover hidden depths with the new Golf.
So the central idea was that the more you drive this car, the more you'll discover, and that's why we created this landscape of car parts, because we wanted to sort of give people a world of opportunity to explore.
Put simply, to take this huge global sponsorship and bring it right down to an individual, personal and community level. In essence, I think we brought the Olympics into their home.
So at Proximity, we're really lucky in that we've had a long history of creating award-winning work, and that's probably underpinned by our 10% better. So how do you take work from good to great?
Royal Mail Group came to us with a brief to create a timeline to portray their heritage and the company's innovation over the last 500 years based on parallax, and we have multiple layers of content working, so we have imagery, videos, animation on different layers. We have narrative, spoken word, and as well as sound design and sound effects to really create a feel for each period in time.
The challenge from Shell was to come up with a campaign for their driver's loyalty card that could last longer than just a year. Our solution was very simple. We took the curve of the card, and that created the illustrations or the images for our campaign. I think what it shows is that a simple visual idea translates very well on the forecourt.
Our idea was called Fully Fridge Bingo, but we swapped bingo balls for ingredients and game cards for recipes. So essentially turning learning recipes into a game.
So the results actually were really surprising. In just 4 weeks, the game was played so many times that if you added up all of the gameplay time, it added up to over a year, which is incredible for a branded game.
Mums don't need to have a relationship with P&G about the products they sell. They can see those on the shelf of the supermarket. What they're looking to P&G for is help with managing their busy life and making their life a little bit easier. The results from this campaign were incredible. We got 50,000 tips added in the first 2 weeks. We got 20,000 to-do lists ticked off by mums across the UK. But the really impressive stat was 18 minutes dwell time on average, which actually is better than YouTube see. And you can imagine we had a pretty pleased client at the end of that campaign.
We're a pretty competitive bunch, so I think that's probably a huge driving force for us, is to be the best.